Hello, I'm Howie Sheriff of You Call This Yoga with another backyard blog. This endeavor indoors because it's 40 degrees out with Sara de Miguel Hernandez in Cork, Ireland. Sara is an international yoga ambassador and founder of FloWithMe yoga business. Sara's going to share some of her philosophy and practices and to help you learn more about her mission. Welcome, Sara.
Hello. Hi, Howie. How are you today?
Keeping on the sunny side.
Good, good. Well, thank you so much for inviting me to this interview and time with you call this yoga because it's fantastic to be here today with you.
It's a pleasure to meet and have you look to share more. You've participated in our international festivals, our All Stars, and teaching yoga in Spanish. And that's a little different than what you're usually been doing. So tell us more about the usual.
So the usual, I am, as you well said, I'm the founder of a wellness company called Flow with Me, where I help my clients with their well-being, both physical and mental. So we look at doing chair yoga. So that's one thing I'm very passionate about. I come from the corporate world and I was sitting in front of a computer for many hours. And even though I was doing yoga, I could see my colleagues really suffering and I didn't have time to go to the yoga studio. So I trained as a yoga teacher in Raleigh a couple of years ago. And when I came back, I was like, okay, I need to help them. They needed help. So we started doing chair yoga classes and giving them different movements, different asanas adapted to the chair. Because chair yoga was initially created for those people with reduced mobility that for different reasons they cannot go onto the mat, either in the wheelchair, maybe the elderly, or now how many people are working from home and maybe they are not as active as they would have been before. So the chair yoga, I combine it with, I do a lot of cooking classes for people to teach them how to cook healthy food from scratch, different meals. And then my qualification as a life coach, I also bring the mindset because sometimes it's not only about the body, it's also the mind. And you know very well when we do meditation and listen to ourselves, we know what we want, but sometimes we don't have the clarity because of the busyness of life. So yeah.
Hmm. Well, a fun fact or fantasy, because it never really came true, is a long time ago in in organizational years, my aspiration was to make a chair yoga cookbook, and it was going to be a flip
Fantastic.
book. Yes, yes. So to be continued,
Oh yeah, I look forward to see
because
that.
it would sit on a triangle, and you can practice yoga wherever you are in the kitchen. So I'm all for what you're combining. And what are your thoughts about connecting with You Call This Yoga? What makes our world appealing for you?
Well, I think from the very first day that I met you and we started connecting, the fact that I am based in Ireland, you're based in the States, and we have so many things in common. And when you created the festival during the summer, I thought it was fantastic that people from all around the world could join us, teachers from all different parts of the world, because we all share the same passion for yoga, the benefits. And what a great way to connect in our times where maybe we don't get to meet people face to face as much or as often as we used to. We are still connecting in a different way, and how creative that was. I was really impressed. And every work we have done since, it has really inspired me because I think we do call this yoga, we share very similar values. And we are finding that at the end of the day, we want to help others, and what a beautiful thing to do that we don't have to be in the same room or even in the same country, and we can still offer such a good classes for people all around the world. So that's one of the things this year. I know it's been a very challenging year, but look at how beautiful, how many things we are coming up with.
Oh yes, offshoots of endurance. And do you have any aspirations about your impact on the world?
Well, if you ask me, okay, it's a really good question. It would be help at least 1 million people with chair yoga. The reason why I say chair yoga is because a lot of people that might not have, there is this feeling of, okay, I need to have certain type of body to do yoga. I have to have certain flexibility or fitness level. When in truth, no, you don't. You don't need that to be able to have the experience, to feel all the benefits, all the experience that we all have got through yoga and through meditation. So I just think it would be fantastic if I was able to help at least 1 million people to see what chair yoga is and benefit from it, because the benefits are so many, from feeling more relaxed to relieve any body aches that they might have, maybe increase the physical mobility, because some people might not feel they can do yoga or do more than walk, but when you have the support of the chair, you are able to actually move quite a lot. Also improving strength and core, and building a stronger core. The mood, I have seen it even with the classes online, to be part of a community, to connect with other people like-minded, like you and me. So that has given them a purpose. And maybe coming to the yoga class on a Friday morning, like I have classes in a group, they are looking forward to that because they know they are going to connect with others in a similar situation than them. And that increases their energy levels because they are like, oh my God, I'm meeting people, even if it's virtually, I'm doing exercises that I thought I couldn't do. And they feel more relaxed because with meditation that I always include in my classes, it helps them as well to be more focused and clear the mind. So the benefits are so many that, why not do chair yoga?
Well, and I'm all with you that way. When I saw this Kripalu Yoga Center catalog in 2008, and I saw Lakshmi Bolker's program, I said, that's the revolution.
Yeah.
So I actually went to Kripalu before my wife, who it was her catalog, and took Lakshmi's training, and that's been the seed for You Call This Yoga too.
Yeah.
So we're with.
I train with them in January. I was in Australia with Claire, with LVCY Australia, and I trained with them, and I thought the same. I was like, okay, this is a fantastic. Yeah. It was, and the alignment as well, and all I learned, and to bring it over to Europe has been a pleasure for me, and to incorporate it as part of my business is been really, really good, really positive. And in fact, this year with everything that's been going on, I've been able to help a lot of people in a different way that maybe before, by going to classes face to face, I wouldn't have had a chance. Or maybe all my classes were mainly in English because I live in Ireland, but having the opportunity now with You Call This Yoga to do it in Spanish, my mother tongue, and all around the world, all South America, in the States as well. There is so many Spanish speaking, or even in Spain. So it's just been fantastic opportunity this year, and a great way of showing that if you use creativity, if you think outside the box, sometimes the limitations that we have put in our brain, they just disappear.
Yes, this practice is a lifestyle, not a cult, and it supplements however our spiritual path is. I don't see it as conflict for me and my religious beliefs. And as a bona fide senior citizen now, I could say we all have the same physical architecture. It's just what happens along the way, and chair yoga is our part of our health. It's a whole system, and what you're offering in a complete system with nutrition and coaching, it's part of a triangle of healing. So we're thrilled for that. So we're going to invite, what is the website that folks can find you at?
So they can find me on www.flowwithme.com with just one W, okay? So all together, one word. Or if they want to check me out as well, the Facebook or Instagram as well, FloWithMe, and they'll find me. They'll have plenty of classes and videos that they can watch. And they can come and join us as well to You Call This Yoga this Friday as well. We have a class in Spanish, so maybe it might be an opportunity to learn a new language, a new skill, and use that other side of the brain as well as feeling the great benefits of practicing yoga. And there'll be a bit of meditation as well during this class with the support of the chair. So anybody that wants to try it, doesn't matter how's their fitness or flexibility levels, join us on Friday, 5 p.m. Irish time or 12 noon EST if you are based in the States or South America.
Wonderful. We invite everybody to come Respira with Sara.
See?
You can find more You Call This Yoga Backyard blogs on our YouTube channel. Thank you, Sara. And we look forward to broadcasting you this Friday around the world, this time in Spanish, but who knows the next class, what language you'll be sharing.
Yeah, that'll be a pleasure. Thank you so much, Howie. It's been great to connect with you today.
More to come. Namaste.
Namaste.